Okay, so for this next example, so there we go. The maximum coordinates for the sine graph are going to be at, let's do a cosine graph here. So let's change that to cosine, because we don't want to do everything sine, we don't have to. So our cosine graph is going to be at negative pi over 3, okay, and 2, and positive 3 pi over 4, maybe somewhere around there, and negative 7 way down here. Okay, so we're going to go through two quadrants here, and our middle is going to be somewhere around there. Okay, so what is the equation of this function? Again, we want to figure out our a value. Okay, that's going to be the distance. So we subtract, and we don't want the negative. Okay, so it's going to have an amplitude of 4.5. We also want the middle, so 4.5 represents that distance there. We want the middle, which is our q value. The q value is going to be the average of those two coordinates. Okay, so we're going to average out those two coordinates. So it's going to be at negative 2.5. So y equals negative 2.5 represents the vertical middle. The period, the distance again, so we subtract. Okay, and then we want to double that distance. So it's going to be common denominator of 12, so 4 pi over 12, negative 4 pi over 12 minus 9 pi over 12, so it's going to be negative 13 pi over 12, okay, times by 2, so it's going to be 13 pi over 6. We want a b value for the equation again, so we need to make sure we calculate the b value. So we're getting a b value of 12, the pi's cancel out, 12 over 13. Okay, so I'm just going to highlight these, so just make sure that I don't lose those. And then lastly, we're going to use a cosine graph. So we're going to use that position as our starting position. So we're going to use p as negative pi over 3. There it is. We have all four parts. Now we just have to put those in the right places for our equation. 4.5 cosine 12 over 13 x minus negative, so it's going to be plus pi over 3, and then our middle is going to be at negative 2.5. Okay, so there's the equation of that function. We changed that to cosine, but it's now in terms of a cosine graph.